What's up, tribe? This is going to be a quick drop. I haven't done one of these in a really long time. If you guys have been rocking with me from the beginning, you know I used to do these all the time. Little quick drops, just a little 10-minute boop, boop, boop. So it is contract time, right? It's Real Housewives contract time. We know how this goes with all these reality shows. We make a big deal when it's time for the contracts to come up. We make a big deal about who got a contract, who didn't. And I'm always really leery about speaking on it because they troll us. You know what I'm saying? The people on the show, they troll us. They have us thinking they got a contract when they didn't, or they didn't get a contract when they did. And so I'm real leery. However, this story, I can't let it really pass me by because it's so, like, I've already seen 50 million people speaking on it. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Earlier this week, Eva Marcel said, listen, I'm not coming back. Now, I already knew what that meant, that contracts have gone out in the mail. Because do I think that Eva really left the show under her own volition? No, I don't. I love you, Eva. You my girl and all, but I don't. I think that, you didn't get a contract and you jumped ahead of the game to say, I ain't coming back. And Bravo was like, all right, you know how when you quit a job, you know how when you get ready to get fired and the job says, just leave. You can tell everybody you quit. We're not going to make a big deal about it. Cool. And I feel like that's what Bravo did with Eva. I don't feel like it was any hard feelings. I don't feel like it was any negative energy. It was just, hey, this isn't really working for us. We're trying to do some new things. And so they were like, if you want to say you quit, girl, go ahead. That's how I took the whole Eva thing. Also, earlier this week, I found out Cynthia has removed Real Housewives of Atlanta from her social media people. You know how to on everybody's social media. So now I'm gonna be honest, I have not vetted that information. I read that information. I ain't vetted it because it's just not that deep. But supposedly Cynthia removed that. So that kind of was the clue. Okay, because the rumor was that Cynthia either wasn't coming back or she was going to be reduced to a friend of the show. So that sort of solidified that. On that case, I do think it, honestly, in my opinion, and this is all just my opinion, I think maybe they wanted to reduce her to a friend of the show, and she was like, no. In that case, I think it was either I'm going to be on the show or I'm not. Because I really feel like Cynthia was kind of over it anyway. So it was like, listen, if I ain't going to get the paycheck to match my my frustration and to be flying back and forth, because I really feel like she's about to relocate to LA. She's about to be in LA full time with Mike. We could probably find Lake Bailey on Airbnb give it about 6 months. We're gonna be able to rent Lake Bailey. It's gonna be on Airbnb and we can go down there and have ourselves a good time. And she's gonna probably stay in Atlanta 1 month out the year, honey, just to keep her tax situation straight. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Because Noelle done moved to LA. Mike, and let's be clear, when you compare Mike's job to Cynthia's job, especially if she's not going to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta anymore, that winery, girl, Mallory is already running it. You can fly back once a month. Hell, you didn't even know what hours your damn store was open and closed, and you didn't even know how much you was paying people. So you clearly are only just the namesake for that winery. And hell, after your so-called friend done exposed that you don't know shit about shit when it come to wine, it ain't that serious. Let's be clear, it'll probably be closed now. So let's get to the heavy hitters. Okay, rumor has it that Lanithia Leaks has been removed from her position as head housewife in charge of the Atlanta franchise. Do I believe the rumor? I absolutely do. And I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why. Is Real Housewives of Atlanta the house that NeNe built? Absolutely it is. She bought the show. She pitched the idea. She was the anchor for many, many years. The relationship, in my opinion, the relationship started crumbling when NeNe started getting all of these outside opportunities and pretty much gave the network her ass to kiss. She left the show for greener pastures. She had, the show on NBC. She did The Apprentice. She, in her words, was cashing Trump checks, honey. She did Broadway. She had all these wonderful opportunities. But guess what? Her 15 minutes sort of ran out. It was a flicker. And she came back to Real Housewives. The problem was, in your absence, the show moved on. The show moved on. And new women came in, and new women sort of took over the throne. And let's be clear, Kandi, even though Kandi doesn't bring a whole lot of drama, Kandi sort of took over the show as far as that anchor. Portia has definitely come up. In my reviews this year, y'all will know that I have given Portia all of the kudos that she has definitely evolved and grown as a woman. I love what I'm seeing, and she has sort of given us a lot of substance and given us some good food for thought, some things we could sink our teeth into. As much as I don't like Kenya, she make good TV. I can't, y'all know how I feel about Kenya, but she makes good TV. Okay, nobody would deny that she makes good TV. And NeNe, there's only but so many times you're gonna give somebody your ass to kiss, and they gonna keep doing it. You have given Bravo Andy your ass to kiss on so many different levels, so many different times. And I think last season, with everything that happened with the whole closet gate, when you came back this season, you were on, you could spin it however you want to spin it, boo. You were on probation. You weren't on the first, 3 episodes. We didn't see no sniff of NeNe Leakes. And when you did come back on the scene, the ratings didn't take no huge spike upwards like, oh, NeNe's back, oh, we can watch now. The ratings were abysmal throughout the whole damn season. And that ain't all on NeNe. I'm just saying they didn't respond one way or the other to NeNe. When you did come back on the show, you were nasty, you were crass, you were hard. You know, it was just hard to see you on screen. It was really hard to see you on screen. We saw how you acted at the damn reunion, and even since the show has wrapped, you have come after Bravo Andy. You've said that he needs to be fired. And at what point, you know, you came for Kandi, and that was played out at the reunion. And again, I say, how many times do you expect your boss, because that's who Andy is. Andy is in charge of, now he's not in charge of all the Bravo programming, but he is still over the Real Housewives of Atlanta. How many times did you really think he was going to let you slide? And that's just what we see. I'm reading that behind the scenes, the cameraman didn't like you. The people behind the scenes said you were hard to work with. They didn't get along with you. And I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, the coup de grace, the nail on the head for this one for me, is the fact that Yovanna was made a full-time cast member. Yovanna got a peach. We didn't even see Yovanna after y'all got back from damn Canada until the reunion. And we saw some lost footage where she did film some stuff, but it didn't make it onto the show until they did that whole little episode where they showed us all the lost footage and stuff. And then she came on the reunion. And when she came on the reunion, you refused to have it out with her on camera. What that says to me is that Yovanna was telling the truth. And not just because you wouldn't confront her at the reunion, but the fact that you rumored got fired and Yovanna got a peach says that the Bravo believes Yovanna's version of the story. And maybe Yovanna even had proof to back up her version of the story. And she parlayed that into a peach. That's what that says to me. Because if Yovanna was lying and everything Yovanna did this season was fabricated bullshit, lies, and NeNe was telling the truth, I'm not saying that would have changed NeNe's situation, but it certainly would not have lent Bravo to give her a peach. We've seen Bravo, hell, they still won't give Marlo a damn peach, and they let her go on cash trips and everything else, but they won't give her that damn peach. The fact that Yovanna got a peach says to me that Yovanna was telling the truth and NeNe was lying. And I think that was the last straw. I think the fact that NeNe was trying to set people up and trying to create the situation, that whole Snake Gate situation was a lie and a fabrication. I think that was it. Do I think that NeNe is fired? Don't know. I don't know. She supposedly, not supposedly, she did. She posted on her social media, you won't get away with this, I promise. You know, they put shit on their social media. Again, they troll us. They troll us. Us as commentators and people who do gossip, celebrity news and stuff like that. They troll us for the reaction, for the review, for all of that. So I don't know, and we won't know until they ain't even filming yet, honey, because with everything with the Rona, I don't even think they've started filming yet. I'm pretty certain they haven't started filming yet. So I don't know, and nobody knows for certain except for NeNe and Bravo. But would I be surprised? Nope. Now here's what I am going to say though. Don't make the same mistake that Love and Hip Hop made. Y'all got rid of Jocelyn. Now, don't get me wrong. Jocelyn gave y'all her ass to kiss. Jocelyn did a whole lot of shit that Mona Scott was like, I can't keep walking away. I can't keep turning a blind eye. I gotta respond. I'm not saying Jocelyn didn't deserve to be fired. However, what you're gonna have to do though, you're gonna have to find the biggest, the baddest, marquee name in Atlanta that is willing to come on this show. You need to call Candy and say, girl, who in your Rolodex do you think we can throw some money at that will come and do? Listen, if it's a 20 episode season, tell them they ain't got to film but about 8 or 9 episodes. We need a marquee name, because if you're going to get rid of NeNe, you better have a blockbuster in your back pocket, because let me tell you what people like me have: short memories. But if you bring on somebody that's a snore fest, or you recycle somebody old, i.e. Phaedra, that ain't gonna do nothing but bring that same bullshit that we already seen her bring, then people are gonna be calling for NeNe. But if you bring us a blockbuster, you bring us a name, you bring us somebody that we never thought would do reality TV, that lives in Atlanta. I can't even think of a name right now big enough right now, y'all. You know, half of Black Hollywood live in Atlanta, so I'm sure y'all can find somebody. But that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to get a name. Bravo Andy, you better go through that Rolodex, bruh. Dig deep. And y'all gonna have to dig deep in them pockets, because whoever you get, you gonna have to pay. But y'all better find them. I heard the rumor that Vivica Fox might do it. Now, I don't want to see no Vivica Fox. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to see no Vivica Fox. But I could see a Vivica Fox doing the show. I could see a Lisa Ray. I mean, Lisa, is that her name? Lisa Ray? Lisa, y'all know what I'm talking about. The Brat sister, the one that Players Club. Is it Lisa Ray? I feel like that's not right. I know the first name is Lisa, but I feel like Ray is not right. McCray, Ray. Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. I could see her doing a reality show. She already made a couple of cameos over on the Love and Hip Hop with her sister. You just gonna have to give us a blockbuster. Give me a T-Boz. No, that ain't even big enough. Y'all put it in the comments who y'all think they could get. Who y'all think they could get that would be a big enough name to make us forget about NeNe? Whether you like NeNe or not. Whether you were a fan or not. Who can they get that will make you forget about the NeNe? Let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.